What's going on? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. So it's West Bromwich Albion, the visitors to St James's Park this weekend, a 3 o'clock kickoff just behind me here. And we're playing a West Bromwich Albion team who are currently bottom of the Premier League, currently rock bottom. They're currently something like 9 points adrift of the team in 17th. That's Swansea, who they're trying to catch. Their Premier League status is hanging by a thread. You know, regardless if they get a result here on Saturday, they could still be relegated. If they win and Swansea lose, then they can live to fight another day. But West Brom have got to win all 3 games, and that's going to be a massive task for them because they're playing here where we've got a 4-game unbeaten streak. You know, we've beaten the likes of Manchester United, we've beaten Huddersfield, Southampton, Arsenal. You know, this is where we've got the majority of our points from, and this is why we're safe, because since the turn of the window, you know, we look like we're scoring goals and we're causing teams problems. Yes, West Brom will probably look at our last result against Everton when we lost 1-0 at Goodison Park, that they can go and get something. And now let's talk about West Bromwich Albion. Who would have thought West Bromwich Albion would be bottom of the Premier League? I mean, I don't know what's happened to them this season, but it just hasn't been the same. Every season, you know, West Brom are known to be playing boring football, but they find a way of staying in the Premier League and they find a way of scoring goals. They're very good at home, but they haven't been good at the Hawthorns this season. Neither have they been away from home. And you know, Tony Pulis, you would have thought that he would have got the best out of them, that he would have got some recruitment, you know, to try and kick West Brom on a little bit up the table. Because to see where they are now is quite sad, really, considering, you know, they've gone through a couple of decent managers. I mean, when I say decent, Pulis is a good manager. I just don't think he plays the best football, but he will get the best out of the squad. Alan Pardew, he's okay. I wouldn't say he's the worst manager I've ever seen. He'll argue that he wasn't given the tools at Christmas to try and strengthen, to try and get them away from that relegation zone. But then again, you know, Pardew's been on the decline for the last 5 or 6 years, really, starting off at Newcastle. I think it's one of them, really, where West Brom will have to give it a go. Here at St James's Park, you know, they'll have nothing to lose. You know, their draw, 2-2 draw, the fight back against Liverpool at the Hawthorns has given them a glimmer of hope. You know, if staying in the Premier League, they're living by a thread, really. They are relying on results, and I would hate to be that team that relies on results. You know, West Brom have got threats. They have got some good players. You know, Solomon Rondon, he's very good in the air. West Brom are very good at set pieces, and you can see when he scored that goal against Liverpool in the air that he's deadly, and you've got to mark him. And if you don't mark Rondon, he will punish you. He's a very good Premier League striker, you know, someone who we could be looking at in the summer. I've heard rumours about that, but you know, he would fit in anybody's team, you know, in the Premier League next season if West Brom, you know, go down, which is more than likely. You know, they've got Jay Rodriguez there, you know, who's been scoring goals. You know, he's a natural goal scorer. You know, they've got some big names from Nasser Chadli, who I haven't seen this season. I think he might be injured. You know, they've got you know, some good players. They've got Brunt, you know, who's very good at putting corners in. You know, he can cause problems, free kicks. I just don't know what's happened to West Brom this season. You know, Ben Foster, the goalkeeper, you know, ex-England international, he was brilliant as well, and I just don't know what's happened to them this season. You know, they just don't look like scoring goals. You know, they don't seem to have a game plan. And you know, Darren Ward, don't get us wrong, he's done a good job in the last couple of games. He's picked up more points than Alan Pardew, which says a lot, really, because he's from the local area. You know, he knows the team, and I'd imagine he will get the West Brom job at the end of the season if he keeps up the good work. Yeah, you know, I do really feel sorry for West Brom, because I think, you know, they are a good club. You know, they've got some really good fans, and you know, this can happen if you don't strengthen and you don't show ambition. Now let's talk about my team, Newcastle. So, you know, we come off the back of a 1-0 defeat at Everton at Goodison Park. Very disappointing, and I felt that we should have got a draw. We should have got something from the game, but we didn't, unfortunately, for one reason or another. Obviously, we've got to move on now to West Brom. This is a must-win game on Saturday, in my opinion. We don't really need the points. We're just playing for top 10. If we can get the points in St James's Park, then, you know, top 10 is pretty much assured. Because you look at Bournemouth and Watford, you know, they're still 3 points adrift. So, you know, we've got the game in hand. If we can use that game in hand to our advantage, the West Brom, they will come with a game plan. So we've got to be aware of what we're doing. You know, Slimani, you know, played well on Monday night against Everton, but I'd like to see him partnered up alongside Dwight Gale. I know he missed that absolute sitter against Everton, which I don't know how he's missed. I think if you partner him alongside Dwight Gale, I think he'd benefit more, because Gale's got a bit of pace. Slimani will get in. You know, if we whip balls into the box and cause problems, you know, to West Brom, then, you know, we've got to go toe-to-toe with West Brom, because they are a tall team. You know, if we can put balls into the box and match them, that would be good, because, you know, West Brom, even though they've got tall centre-backs, you know, they will get caught from Dwight Gale. He's quite quick. You know, tall centre-backs don't exactly be the quickest others, so it's going to be a tough one. But, you know, here, since we're 4 games unbeaten at St James's Park, we've got a chance of getting 3 points. There'll be 52,000 fans here on Saturday, and I think, you know, we ought to get a result, and just to, you know, solidify that top 10 finish, which would be great, considering where we've come from. You know, from the start of the season, you know, and the form that we were showing, not scoring enough goals, and the quality wasn't there. And you know, what a massive turnaround, and you know, things are looking up, and that's great. You know, West Brom will come with a game plan, so we've got to match them. And you know, we could relegate them on Saturday, which would be quite sad, really, because I like West Brom. I think they're all right, and you know, again, we just got to match them. If we can do that and get the points, then you know, who knows. Score prediction: I'm going to go for a 3-1 to Newcastle. You know, West Brom aren't exactly the hardest team to beat. I mean, a lot of teams can beat them this season. They are showing a bit of fight, but I think it's a little too late for them. Goal scorers, I'll let you take a pick down below in the comments. So yeah, 3-1 to Newcastle. Leave me your score predictions down below. Let us know your comments. Let us know if you're going to the game on Saturday. I will be there. There will be a match day experience from St James's Park that'll be available to see on Saturday night, Sunday morning. So stay tuned for that as well. I'm going to try and get a West Brom fan on as well over the course of the next couple of days. And if I can't, then, well, so be it. And also try and get Leon as well. If not, then, yeah, there'll just be this preview. Anyway, enjoy the game on Saturday. How are the lads? And I'll see you all later.